안녕 여러분.
This is how we do when my homies go.
You're listening to Gecko Radio, Jeju Morning Alternative. Good morning, GEC. How are you today? I hope you're having a wonderful... Oh, geez, what day is it today? Wednesday? Wow, yes. I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday today. How you doing? Halsey in the house, joining us early, but they got a guitar lesson in about 30 minutes. So, yeah, Halsey, you're going to do any Wednesday off riffs? Pretty cool stuff. Yeah. So, a little behind the scenes of Gecko Radio. The thing is, yesterday we started casually brainstorming about maybe hosting like a Gecko Radio Presents possible event in the fall. And then one idea led to another, one conversation turned into a sit-down meeting. This all happened in the span of a day and a half, I think. Like, I think yesterday morning we were like, okay, it really started rolling, but it's pretty crazy. And then suddenly we may already have a date and venue. So stay tuned for that. We're gonna, of course, because we're gonna, if we host this event, we're gonna just promote the bleep out of it on Gecko Radio. But maybe a Gecko Radio Presents, maybe having some artists play, that would be kind of cool. That would be kind of neat. Yeah. How about you guys? Do you know when something starts out like, wouldn't it be fun if, and then turns into, wait, are we actually doing this? Have you ever had a small idea suddenly turn into something real? Has that happened to you guys? And if that's happened, what was it? We'd love to hear about it in the chat, or we'd love to hear about just something that started off as a little inception, like a little seed, and then it kind of turned into a sprout. My indicator is I come up with ideas all the time, and 99% of them are just silly. And the really good filter is writer JY, my wife. And when she actually kind of gives the green light or says it's a pretty good idea, then I know I'm onto something. And that happened with Gecko Radio. I was just working out, exercising, and I thought, you know what? I was listening to alternative music, alternative rock. And I'm like, it'd be cool if there was like a source where you can listen to like alternate music that isn't just mainstream K-pop. And also it did a little bit of Jeju news and blah, blah, blah. I was just running through that in my head. And when I told my wife, I kind of recoiled a little bit, but she's like, no, Mark, that is actually a great idea. I really like idea. So that, one thing turned to another. And now look at us. What is this? Episode 53. Wow, that is crazy. With that said, I'd really love to hear about your tiny little ideas that have sprouted into something bigger, into something huge. The fact that we had this little tiny idea about Gecko Radio, now it's turning into 50 plus episodes, and now it's actually turning into a possible Gecko Radio Presents music show or festival is getting huge. And also I want to say it's a huge fact that we had this discussion the other day, the fact that Halsey and Sherry, you guys suggest the artists that we play on Gecko Radio to Arirang. You guys are kind of shaping the music scene in a way, you know what I mean? So that's also amazing, the fact that these artists get their chance to play on national radio, but also in a way you guys are also kind of shaping the landscape of the kind of music that the world hears from Korea. So that's pretty amazing. That's pretty cool if you just think about it. I sometimes get overwhelmed the more I think about that. You know what I mean? So let's bring it back, okay? What are we doing today? Well, first we're talking about the weather. Then we got the question of the day. Hint, mollusk. Okay, that's very interesting. Then, of course, we have the Jeju Morning News Briefing. And then what's going down in the GEC. And then our Wednesday segment is Jeju Gems. That's where we talk about a cool spot, a cool place, a cool corner that we think is really neat. We just want to talk about it. And then if you have time, we'll do Jeju Word of the Day, where we learn a word or expression from the Jeju language. Okay, with that said, why don't we get started with our first song of the day? This is Parasol by the amazing band Swell City.
아직 멀었죠 오래 있진 않아도 되니 그죠 날 좀 바라봐줘요 해는 내 마음을 모르고 그저 도망가기 바쁘지 밤이 너를 덮으면 나는 할 말을 잃고 다 지난 여름을 안고 외로이 떠내려가겠지 계절이 너를 감싸며 나는 할 일을 잃고 내 곁에 있어준다면 하늘의 별이라도 따줄게 거짓말이 아니야 거짓말이 아니야 거짓말이 아니야 거짓말이 아니야
For that Jeju morning alternative, tune in to Gecko Radio, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. All week, baby. That's right, Monday through Friday, all week, all through the summer, even during the vacations, all through every vacation, we are broadcasting live from the Global Education City, aka the GEC, or the GEC, on Jeju Island. Today is Wednesday, July 8th, and this is episode 53. Yes, this is Jeju's all English morning show for the GC community and beyond. We want to give you your weather, your headlines, GC updates, and all that other good stuff. And also we have our daily cool segment, our specific segment for each day. So yes, if you are just starting to get up and you need that cup of coffee, I see that. Here's the annoying thing is like, I super want coffee, but when you drink coffee, it actually kind of dries up your throat and makes it scratchy. So I can't drink coffee before I start my radio, which is super annoying. So I have to drink lame old tea. Just kidding. I love tea. And I'm really thankful. Lovely JY Jade, our writer, she brews this tea the night before, so it's sitting in at the desk waiting for me in the morning. That's awesome. So I do love the tea, but I do wish I had some coffee in the morning. Pardon me. How you guys doing today? Sherry's like, Halsey Reno, the big guitar star. Halsey, I have a proposal for you. I got a proposal, okay? And I know you've been saying that you've been practicing some riffs and some chords from some of our artists. I think it's Wednesday off. You're doing a little practice. When you feel confident enough, go ahead and record yourself, okay? Record yourself doing those riffs. Go do that. And then send that to our Instagram at Gecko Radio Jeju. Send us a video, and then we will forward and tag you along with Wednesday off. They will get a kick out of it. The Wednesday off, they will love it. They'll love to see that their music is not only being heard, but people are actually practicing it across the globe. I think that would be awesome. So only when you feel comfortable, only when you feel confident, But yeah, do it, man. Totally do it. Just film yourself doing a little riffs. Have your teacher just film you practicing it. Oh man, they would love that, and we'll be more than happy to post that on Gecko Radio, Jeju on Instagram. So do follow that, and we'll definitely put that up. Also, you can follow me on DJ Makia. It's a little bit quiet. I'm just reposting stuff on Gecko Radio. And make sure to follow Jeju Jade, our amazing writer who she's a monster, man. She comes up with these scripts. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty amazing. She finds all the news stories. Many of them are not translated into English even, so she's the ones translating them. And it's kind of a crazy thing to think about, but we might be the only source that actually has certain news stories in English, definitely in this radio format as well. So that is super cool. All right, so yeah, there you go. I got your little challenge there, Halsey. And that goes for anybody. If you guys are practicing music or anything like that, we go ahead, do that. Record yourself. We will definitely put it on our Insta, and then we'll tag the artist. They'll get a kick out of it. Okay, yeah. All right. Let's see. Sherry says, Mark, I'll even take Vivarin. These are caffeine pills because I don't like the taste of coffee, but I need caffeine in the morning. You don't like the taste of coffee. Yeah, how do I say it? Like I don't know. I kind of growing up, I was just not crazy about coffee even into my 20s, but then that kind of changed. I just started drinking coffee out of necessity, and it was generally bad coffee, so I would just drink bad coffee every day, and then I would switch over to actual good coffee from really nice cafes and people who actually supply the beans. So just like we talked about on one episode, we have a spot where they actually supply these amazing beans. So yeah, that is pretty cool. So that's kind of my relationship with coffee. Unfortunately, I can't have it first. And when I do, it's got to be like super early, and then I got to just chug a bunch of tea afterwards to moisten my throat up. All right. With that said, it is time for question of the day.
It's the Gecko question of the day. It's the Gecko question of the day. Question of the day. It's the Gecko question of the day.
Yeah. Gecko. I can't figure out which break, the little gecko guy is my favorite. Question of the day is up there. Writer JY says sometimes she has a really hard time finding stories in the GEC, but she loves "It's a beautiful day in the GEC." She likes that one so much that she tries to find a story purposely just to hear that, the little Mr. Rogers riff there. Okay, we got question of the day going on, and I guess the hint was conch or conch. I originally say conch, okay, because I have relatives from Florida. So we said conch, but then somebody was like, "Do you mean conch?" And I was like, "Sure, I guess." So since then, I don't know, I felt kind of guilty and said conch, and I thought I was crazy for saying conch my whole life. So if there's anybody out there who says conch instead of conch, more power to you. All right. So this one is pretty interesting because it also has to do with kind of a pseudo news story today. All right. This has to do with harvesting conch, okay, or the soda. This is the spiked conch or conch, native to Jeju, that is the main catch of diving women or henya. Okay, now this is important. When is the no harvest or closed season for soda conch here on Jeju Island? Yes, we actually have open and closed seasons because we don't want to overfish them, and you have to let them grow, right? So question is, when is the no harvest or closed season for soda conch here on the island? And if you don't know, that's fine. You got 4 choices. Let's just guess together. Actually, I'm not sure if I know exactly the exact date. So let's check it out here. Again, when is the no harvest closed season for soda here on Jeju Island? Is it A, March 1st to May 31st, B, June 1st to August 31st, C, September 1st to November 30th, or D, December 1st to February 28th, okay? All right, so those are 4 big gaps there where you cannot dive for soda. It's illegal, straight up, okay? Is it A, March 1st to May 31st, B, June 1st to August 31st, C, September 1st to November 30th, or D, December 1st to February 28th? Hey, and just shoot your shot. Just take a guess. Don't feel embarrassed if you get it wrong. This is kind of like a learning thing because now you'll know the answer and you'll learn why at the end, okay? So, that's our question of the day. Of course, we will put that into the chat and we're going to play our next song. This is StayPuller, a band that's recently joined Gecko Radio. Enjoy. They are great.
따뜻한 눈빛으로 나를 보내요. 시간은 화살되어 날아가지요. 따뜻한 마음만이 남아있어요. 날 보는 그대에게 마지막 인사를 해요. 부족한 이 마음을 받아주세요. 아직도 그대 곁에 맴돌고 있죠. 내일은 이 마음을 말할 거예요. 날 보는 그대에게 마지막 인사를 해요. 아름다운 미소가 건넨 한마디가 내 마음을 빼앗아 버렸네. 더 이상 무슨 말이 필요할까요? 조금만 용기를 내줘요. 부족한 이 마음을 받아주세요. 아직도 그대 곁에 맴돌고 있죠. 내일은 이 마음을 전할 거예요. 날 보는 그대에게 마지막 인사를 해. 아름다운 미소가 건넨 한마디가 내 마음을 흔들어 버렸네. 더 이상 무슨 말이
All right, we're back. I got a little warning there, so I got super nervous about that video, so I had to cut it off really quickly because we do not want our stream to be cut. All right, so we are back. Welcome back, you guys. Let's just dive right into the weather.
What's the weather like in Jeju? We're gonna tell you what to do if it's sunny or rainy or calling typhoons. What's the weather like in Jeju?
All right, let's talk about today's weather. Bring it up, PD. You got it, boss. Beep boop. Okay. For this morning's Gecko Radio weather, the headline is cloudy, humid, and very warm across Jeju today. Yes, I'm looking outside right now. Looking very cloudy, and I was outside this morning. It was humid. Okay, here in Daejeong and the GEC area, you can see the map here. Expect a mostly cloudy start with temperatures already in the mid-20s this morning. And through the day, it'll stay warm and humid with highs climbing to around 30 degrees. Okay, that's pretty hot, but it's the humidity that gets you, as my dad says, every 5 seconds. It doesn't look like a major rain day, but with Jeju's summer weather, a quick passing shower, it's always possible. So keep a small umbrella nearby. That's always a good idea. Now, if we're heading up north, in Jeju City, skies will be mostly overcast today, with temperatures ranging from around 25 to 30 degrees, and may feel warmer than the actual number because of the humidity, so take it easy if you're walking around during the middle of the day. Yes. Now down in Seogwipo, expect a similar pattern, okay? Cloudy skies, humid air, and daytime highs around 30 degrees. The south side may feel especially muggy, so stay hydrated and try to avoid long outdoor plans during the hottest part of the afternoon. And over in Seongsan and East Jeju, the east side, as I like to say, it will also be a warm, cloudy summer day with temperatures in the upper 20s to around 30 degrees. Wind should stay fairly light, but coastal areas may still feel sticky and heavy. So overall, today is not a dramatic weather day, just a classic Jeju summer, cloudy skies, warm temperatures, high humidity, and that maybe rain, maybe not feeling in the air. So dress light, drink plenty of water, and maybe keep the umbrella in your bag just in case. Now, this is something that I read just briefly when I was like sifting through the news the other day, is that people are commenting about, oh, how Korea actually, the temperatures aren't really matching the rest of the world. The rest of the world are reaching record breaking hot heat across Europe and the US and stuff. Pretty much that's what's stopping that from happening to Korea right now is Jangma, the rainy season. That's keeping the temperature down because all of that rain. But meteorologists, they warn that as soon as that Jangma, the typhoon season is over, Korea is going to get blasted with heat, especially in Seoul, in the cities, and in Jeju as well. So in 2025, Jeju experienced record heat, so a little bit worried about this summer as well. So Jangma runs until like mid to late July this month. Wow, this is gonna come sooner or later, and then we might get blasted with some major heat. So yes, okay, yes, okay. JY is saying here, she's on the chat. She's like, hey, your t-shirt is not right. I'll give you some more Hawaiian shirts. There's a purpose for that. There's a purpose, yes. Actually, when I came down to I should have mentioned that in the beginning, but in the chair was this t-shirt and a big note. I think it's right here. Yeah, here. There it is. Wear this, you'll see. So cryptic, right? She wrote that. She just put those over this t-shirt. So I should have explained myself. Yeah. Did I run out of laundry? Did I run out of Hawaiian shirts? No, Andromeda. It's because there's a purpose. And I did have a chance to glance through the script. So it does have something to do with the script later. So this is not a normal thing, but it is pretty cool. Little preview what's going to happen later today. So there you go. And I got some more stuff in the back there. So there you go. All right. Let's do another song break. Hopefully I don't have to cut it off earlier. That what happens is if I get a warning, there's a little exclamation mark that pops up like, oh, this has been tracked for copyright. Even though we have the permission from the artist, it might just cut off the stream. So I frantically just shut it off like that. But at any rate, this one we should be safe. And also it is amazing. She's an amazing artist who has joined Gecko Radio. This is Godarxk, and this is Summer Sweater. Although that sounds crazy. Summer Sweater, especially right now.
Not real.
내 여름 스웨터는 가볍고 포근하지 노래하는 앵무새 깃털처럼 가방 하나 들고 길 위에 서 있을 때 날아온 까마귀 속삭여 눈 녹은 다음 날의 햇살을 받으며 다리가 저려와도 목소리를 들으려 하네 밀가루 지방과 비와 땀의 중력이 다리를 스웨터는 가볍고 포근하지 노래하는 앵무새 깃털처럼 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 깃털처럼
You're listening to the GEC's very own Gecko Radio, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Jeju Morning Alternative. That's right, Monday through Friday. I got my black tee on. Yes, it's not typical, but it has something to do with today's script, I promise. JY Choi says, I'm saying my final goodbye. I don't know if she's saying that to House Areno, who is going to... Oh, okay, she's saying it to Thomas Lodger. They were asking about lyrics in the StayPuller song. So there you go. I'm saying my final goodbye. But we're not saying our final goodbye to House Areno, who's going to guitar lessons. Of course we aren't. Okay. Welcome back, everybody. Yes, Monday through Friday, Jeju Morning Alternative. That is Gecko Radio. How you guys doing today? All right. This is cool. So I want to get back to the question of the day. The question of the day was, when is the no harvest or closed season for soda or conch or conch, wherever you're from, here on Jeju Island? Is it A, March 1st to May 31st, B, June 1st to August 31st, C, September 1st to November 30th, or D, December 1st to February 28th? Okay, that is when is the off season. Now, I was looking through the chat here. I think Halsey and Sherry both guessed D, from December to February, because it's super cold. But then Sherry's like, hey, stop copying me. So she switched to, I think she switched to A, March to May. And then Halsey, they made a comment. They were just like, well, I don't think crustaceans like cold, but then maybe winter is their reproduction season. So yeah, there's a lot going on there. So let's find out the answer together. The answer is, okay, here's this. Answer is B. Wow, June 1st to August 31st. So it is the summer, pretty much in the heat of the summer, when it is off limits to fish for conch, to fish for soda. That's right. Okay, and let's get this image off the day. So there you go. So don't go diving for conch during June 1st and August 31st. That is no harvest or closed season for soda. Now, except for Chujado, where this closed season runs from July 1st to August 31st. So if you're actually in Chuja Island, they have a little bit later, but also it's closed now, July 1st, August 31st. Now, this is actually very timely because the Jeju Coast Guard announced yesterday that they are strengthening enforcement after several people, and this is kind of a pseudo news story. It's not technically, well, it is news, but it's not in our news section. But the Coast Guard, they're strengthening enforcement because they found several people were caught illegally harvesting soda during the closed season. So let's take an image here. And this might be from the Coast Guard. According to the Jeju Coast Guard, between June 14th and July 4th, that falls within the no fishing season, 5 people were caught collecting soda from rocky coastal areas. They are now being investigated for violating the Fisheries Resource Management Act. So I don't know exactly the details behind this. It says here, according to the script, they were caught collecting soda from rocky coastal areas. So maybe they were on land. Henya are on top of that. They do not mess with the counter. They know they got it marked. So they're not going to be out in the ocean diving. And if they were, that is a big no-no if they were. But according to this script, they were caught collecting soda. So some people do like to collect soda from the rocks. But it's quite hard to do because, one, the size might not be that great. And 2, you might upset some local Henya. And 3, these people, if they were collecting from the rocks between June 4th and July 4th, they were not supposed to do that. Now, here's the thing. This is not just a small rule, you guys. Anyone who harvests soda during the closed season can face up to a 10 million won fine. Wow, 10 million won. So that is not just a slap on the wrist. That's a big one. That's a big one. 10 million. So I was reading some violations, from other things, littering or damages that can be like 50만 원, like 500,000 or 100,000 won. But this is serious. 10 million won. So yes, the phrase to know is gumogi. Gumogi. It means closed fishing season. Here's a little Jeju word of the day for you, but it's not technically. Okay, this is gumogi. It means a closed fishing season or no harvest period for marine resources. You may also hear gumchegi, which literally means no collection period or no gathering season. And the reason this exists is simple. It protects the sora during spawning season. Halsey's not with us, but there you go, spawning season, helping maintain the population and keeps Jeju's fishing and Haenyeo culture sustainable. So even if you're just collecting one or two for fun or just for personal use during the no harvest period, it is still illegal. Also, if you're there, just visiting Jeju or you're on the rocky coast, if you're collecting shells, just be on the lookout. People might be a little bit sus what you're doing if they see you with these sort of shells. You got to show that they're empty, okay? So remember, closed fishing season for Jeju Conch in Jeju is June 1st to August 31st, okay? Enjoy, take photos, but don't take it home to eat, okay? It's not allowed. Don't do it, okay? Also, it's kind of little bit more dangerous because you might get algae blooms or bacteria blooms in the summer, and if these conch, if they eat that in the algae, it could actually make them not so good to eat. So that's something to think about. All right, okay, all right. Let's do another song break, and then we're gonna get into Jeju Morning News Briefing. This is Whose Side Sorry, and these people better be saying sorry for illegally catching conch.
나이에 이런 감정이 또 오다니 그걸 또다시 끄적이는 나라니 웃기지도 않네 좀 뻔한 스토리 근데 또 이게 내 얘기라도 아프지 다 괜찮을 줄 알았던 매일이 이렇게 쉽게 깨질 줄은 몰랐지 그냥 이대로 쭉 갈 줄 알았어 별일 없이 끝까지 갈 줄 알았어 근데 돌아보면 다시 놓였고 난 그걸 다 무시한 채로 버텼고 모든 게 후회의 연속이야 지금 하나씩 꺼내면 다 내 책임 있고 그래도 너 말대로 살아보려 해 이제서라도 좀 책임감 있게 늦은 건 알지만 멈출 순 없지 이게 내가 감당해야 될 몫이니까 I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry 끝나는기야 I'm sorry, I'm sorry 끝나는 말투 I'm sorry, I'm sorry 또 반복해 I'm sorry 난 아직도 여기 아직도 나만 네가 남긴 말들 별거 아닌데 왜 이렇게 크게 남을까 지우려할수록 더 또렷해져 시간이 해결해준단 말 다 거짓말 같다 괜찮은 척하는 것도 이젠 습관 사람들 사이에서 웃고 또 웃다 집에 돌아오면 다시 silence 혼자 남겨진 기분이 더 선명해져가 그래도 너 말대로 살아보려 해 이제서라도 좀 책임감 있게 늦은 건 알지만 멈출 순 없지 이게 내가 감당해야 될 몫이니까 I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry 끝나는기야 I'm sorry, I'm sorry 끝나는 말투 I'm sorry, I'm sorry 또 반복해 I'm sorry 난 아직도 여기 미안하지만 더는 안 할게 그 말마저도 내 욕심이니까 너한테 닿지도 않을 말로 또 나만 편해지려는 거니까 이제는 그냥 내가 감당할게 남은 시간을 내가 책임질게 후회 위에 서 있는 지금도 조금은 아지라 버텨볼게 I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry 끝나는기야 I'm sorry 난 아직도 여기
Meet me more. You are listening to Gecko Radio in the morning.
That's right. Welcome back to Gecko Radio in the morning. ICG in the house. They just joined us. Thomas Lodger, they were just saying a little bit back here that, yes, keep a small umbrella nearby and hope the wind isn't strong. I think I'm on my 10th umbrella so far. Why are you on your 10th umbrella? Is it because you've left your umbrella? You left it behind, which I've done many times. Or has it done the cartoony, like, inside out flip thing? You know what I mean? No, like I've definitely had that happen before too. The wind gets super crazy in Jeju if you didn't know. And I keep saying this. Another tip is if you're driving and when you're getting out of the car, don't just kick the door open because the wind can take that door, snap it open, possibly damage your car or damage the car that's parked next to you. And that is an awkward phone call. We've had that happen once. And it wasn't me. Okay, so welcome back, everybody. It is time for the news. This just in. Jeju Morning News Briefing. All right, we're back, and now it's time for Jeju Morning News Briefing. In today's news, the story of Jeju April 3rd, or 4-3, is heading to New York, not just as history, but as a message of peace, human rights, and remembrance. Jeju Province, and I got the poster up here, it has announced that a special international exhibition on Jeju April 3rd will be held in New York from July 12th to 16th in connection with the 25th New York Asian Film Festival. That's fantastic. The exhibition will take place at Film at Lincoln Center on one of New York's major cultural venues. The special exhibition was organized after two films about Jeju April 3rd. Halan, which we talked about the other day, which is hitting the top of the charts on Netflix, and My Name Is, which actually I am a friend of a producer who is good friends with the director of My Name Is. They were officially invited to the New York Asian Film Festival. The goal is to introduce the international audiences to the historical background and truth of Jeju April 3rd, while also sharing its broader message, the universal value of peace and human rights. Yes, a lot of people there, of course, they are aware of Jeju. They know about Jeju in across the globe, but not many folks know a lot about the Jeju 4-3 massacre incident. Yes, so this is really great to have these films shown over there. The exhibition will explain how Jeju April 3rd began, how events unfolded, and what was happening around the Korean Peninsula at the time, including the period of the U.S. military government after liberation. Organizers say the exhibition is designed to help overseas visitors understand Jeju April 3rd is not only as a local tragedy, but also within the larger flow of world history. It will also highlight the long process of truth-finding, restoration of victims' honor, official apologies, compensation, reconciliation, and coexistence, presenting Jeju April 3rd as an important international example of how societies can address painful histories. The exhibition will feature a wide range of cultural and artistic works connected to Jeju April 3rd. These include the Jeju 4-3 records, which were registered last year at UNESCO Memory of the World Heritage. Hangang's novel, We Do Not Part, Hangang multi-Pulitzer Prize winning author, and Kang Yobei's well-known work, The Camellia Has Fallen, and the films Halan and My Name Is. So Jeju really getting representation in this New York Film Festival. Very cool. So while this exhibition is taking place far from Jeju, the message is deeply rooted here, remembering the past, honoring the victims, and sharing Jeju's call for peace and human rights with the world. Really good to see Jeju representation, and not We love Henya, of course, but it's not just about Henya. Jeju April 3rd is really important, and it's great to showcase this. Of course, it's not the event itself is not great, but it's amazing that we can showcase and show the world the tragic history behind Jeju. All right, moving on. This one, voice phishing cases are down on the island. Hey, but the police are warning that scammers are getting more creative. Okay, so voice phishing cases are down, but they're not out. In other words, according to Hala Daily, the Jeju police said from January to May this year, Jeju recorded 81 voice phishing cases, down more than 51% from the same period last year. That's great. The total damage also dropped from 6.6 billion won to about 3.4 billion won. But that doesn't mean they're out and it's not over. Police say scammers are still using familiar methods, like pretending to be from the prosecution, the financial supervisory service, or bank offering low interest loan refinancing. Yes, they are getting creative. And we have said it before, with AI, they are making better and better badges, fake badges, and also forms. So you got to be careful. Older residents are often targeted in impersonation scams, while people in their 40s to 60s are frequently targeted through fake loan offers. Also, we have to consider our expats too, who are maybe myself included. We aren't as versed in something like financial supervisory service or prosecution or loan referencing. So if we get phone calls in English and stuff like that, yeah, it's good to know. Okay. And now, new tricks are appearing. Some scammers pretend to be from a local community office, saying someone is trying to issue your resident registration documents. Others claim your bank account is connected to a drug smuggling case, or say you've been selected for government emergency funds. Then they ask for money, fees, or loan repayment. Now, police are reminding residents, if anyone asks for money while claiming to be from a government office, bank, or support program, stop and verify directly with the real institution first. Okay, so this is our takeaway. Fewer cases does not mean lower risk. If the call feels urgent, weird, scary, or too good to be true, hang up, check, and don't send money, right? Okay, so please don't do that. All right, moving on. This last story is upsetting. Next, in today's Jeju safety news, police have booked 2 people after a young child allegedly was left alone inside a daycare school bus. Okay, police say a 4-year-old child was left inside a daycare bus for about 45 minutes. This is according to NBC News. Jeju police said a daycare teacher and a bus driver are under investigation on suspicion of violation of the Child Welfare Act. The child was found later and rescued by a security officer who happened to be passing near the vehicle. Now, the teacher and driver reportedly told police that after returning to the daycare during lunchtime, they helped around 20 children get off the bus, but they did not realize one child had fallen asleep and remained inside. Jeju City says it will decide on possible administrative action against the teacher and daycare director after the police investigation, a hearing process, and explanations from those involved. To prevent a similar case from happening again, the city is also carrying out a full safety inspection of daycare school buses at all 267 daycare centers in Jeju. Yeah, upsetting, super upsetting. I am not going to say much on this because it's all how news works is it's all alleged until proven guilty. But yes, this is upsetting to have a 4-year-old child left inside the bus. You know it can get crazy. You know it can be a hassle to move children in and off the bus. But it is a terrible situation, and let's hope the officials get to the bottom of this. All right, moving on. And the child is fine, by the way. The child is fine. Okay, moving on. And finally, for a little Jeju sustainability story, and this one is a very island summer. You know all those big banners you see around during elections, festivals, events, and local promotions. Once the event is over, most of them usually become waste. Yeah, which is not cool. You know what I mean? Giant pieces of trash. But here in Jeju, some of those old banners are getting a second life. right on the beach. According to Yonhap News, yesterday, Jeju Province announced that it is expanding its upcycling project for used banners, turning them into everyday eco-friendly items like beach parasols, eco bags, and picnic mats. So there you go. Here's one of the parasols made from these old banners. It could be campaign posters, it could be grand openings, it could be, hey, we build this building but you haven't paid us so we're protesting. That happens a lot. Okay. Right. So it's interesting. According to Yonhap News, it's expanding its upcycling used banners. And in the past, Jeju has used old banners to make umbrellas, sandbags for disaster prevention. That's great. And sacks for plogging activities. But this year, with beaches opening for summer season, the province has taken a step further, taking things up here. Upcycling parasols are made from these old banners and have now been distributed to 5 beaches across Jeju. Eco bags and mats are also being made and supplied for cultural and tourism events. The material is actually really good against the weather. It's made to repel and not get damaged by rain and wind. So the material is already there, right? And there's another meaningful layer to this project. The products are being made in collaboration with local social enterprises, and people with developmental disabilities are taking part in the production process. So the project supports environmental protection while also creating opportunities for social participation and independence. Jeju Province says it's also working to reduce banner waste from the start by operating dedicated bulletin boards for eco-friendly banners. Yes, that's nice. So next time you're sitting under a beach parasol in Jeju, there could be a chance it may have started its life as an election banner, festival design, or something else, now recycled into something useful, colorful, and more sustainable. Yeah, that's something I never thought about. That's a lot of trash, those banners. So let's figure out ways to deal with that for sure. Okay. Let's do another song break, and then it's already 7:50. We got to move right along. We're not doing a song break. We're going right into what's going down in the GEC. Lost track of time here. It's a beautiful day in the GEC, the global edu city. What's going on? What's going down? That's NLCS or SJA or KIS or BHA. What's going on? What's happening? What's going down in the GEC? All right, I was told in the chat, just read it right now, to skip the GEC story, but I already played the break, so we're going to burn right through it. Okay, now it's time for what's going down in the GEC. We got some huge congratulations to send over to NLCS Jeju and their graduating class of 2026. The school has just announced its latest IBP results, and they're seriously impressive. Now, anyone who may not be familiar, IBDP stands for International Baccalaureate Diploma Program. It's baccalaureate, diploma program. It's globally recognized 2-year academic program for high school students, known for being rigorous, internationally minded, and widely accepted by top universities around the world. And this year, NLCS Jeju's class of 2026 received an average IB score of 37, well above the average of 30.9. The cohort also recorded a 100% pass rate, with 35% of students earning 40 points or higher, and 4 students achieved the perfect score of 45. Great job. Great job. So well done. So that's something to keep an eye out for, the IBDP, International Baccalaureate Diploma Program. Very cool. All right. So I'll tell you what, let's do, I think we just got to move right along here. Yes, we're going to have to go right into Jeju Gems. Let's do it, guys.
Jeju Gems.
All right, we are back with Jeju Gems. I've got lost track of time, so what I got to do, I got to explain why I'm just wearing not a normal black tee, but why I'm wearing a black t-shirt today. Yes, I had the note to wear a black t-shirt, so I'm doing it. The real boss is JY, who runs the show here. Okay, Jeju Gems, welcome back. And it's Wednesday, which means it's time for Jeju Gems, our weekly segment where we spotlight the small, special, deeply local places that make Jeju feel alive. And today's Jeju Gem is one of JY's personal favorites. This is called Shotrong or Short Rong Cinema. Okay, so here we go. Short Rong, not short strong, but short wrong. Okay, not WRONG, but RONG Cinema in Seogwipo. Now, I've never actually been there yet, but Gecko Radio, we're full supporters. I'm in the studio today wearing the t-shirt and the socks. Yes. So yes, this is a very official endorsement. I'm not wearing the socks, but here's the socks right here. Here they are. Very cool. Okay. Short Rong Cinema is a small, beautiful short film cinema in Sodong, Seogwipo. It's not your usual movie theater. According to the 2012 interview with Hala Daily, Short Rong Cinema is Jeju's only short film theater with just one screening room and only 8 seats. Wow, the films are usually around 10 to 30 minutes long, short but strong. There you go. Did you get it? Short wrong. Yes, it's a combination of short and strong, meaning the short films with a strong aftertaste, strong energy, and strong emotional punch. Let's zoom this image in here, like a little slide here. So there we go. Here's Short Wrong Cinema. There's the interior, and there's the theater itself. Just 8 seats. Very cool. Very cool. Awesome. All right. Let's see. What else can we learn about Short Wrong Cinema? The space was founded by Kim Min-eun, who moved to Jeju in 2021. In interviews with Hala Daily in Jeju Sori, Kim explained that one of the frustrating things about living in Jeju was the lack of places to watch indie films, independent films. So instead of just complaining about it, she decided to create one herself. That's kind of like why we make Gecko Radio. We're just like, there's no place to listen to stuff. Gosh darn it, we're going to do it ourselves. And now Short Rong Cinema has become a kind of base camp for short films in Jeju. They run themed short film programs that change every couple of months. And for July and August, they're doing their summer special, Short Wrong Spooky Series 2026, a spooky, strange, and slightly eerie short film showcase. Very cool. But don't worry, this year they've adjusted the theme because some people found the previous horror programs too scary. Okay, so last time was way too scary. They had to tone it down a bit. So instead of pure horror, this season focuses more on the scary, unfamiliar, and strange, which is sometimes even scarier. You know what I mean? The movie Jaws, he was scarier when you didn't see him. The original movie Alien was scarier when you didn't see him. T-Rex in Jurassic Park was scary both ways, I would say. Each film comes with a scariness level, so you can choose your level of courage before booking. It's kind of like choosing your spice level when you go to like a Mexican place. But Short Rong Cinema is not just a place to sit down, watch a movie, and leave. It's also a creative community space. They sell books and independent publications, host craft-making events, music gatherings, conversation clubs, and yes, stand-up comedy. In fact, JY has performed stand-up comedy there many times. Very cool. According to Jeju Sori's 2026 interview, Short Rong Cinema has grown from a short film screening space into a warm little community where people write together, play music together, talk, they make things, keep exploring new ways of living and creating. And the design, we have to mention the design. Their posters, merch, interior, and overall visual identity, they're just excellent. It's thoughtful, playful, a little weird, like a little quirky in the best way, and very short rong. Even if you go in for the films, you may come out wanting a t-shirt. Here we go, pair of socks, hey, and or just a little more of that short wrong world in your life. So there we go. Here's a little, let's blow this one up here. Make this one bigger. Yeah. Oh, super cute. Look at the little guy. Oh, that's so cute. For international residents and visitors, there's good news, okay? Many of the short films come with English subtitles. That's fantastic. Not always, so the best thing to do is to DM on Instagram and ask which films have English subs. You can also use a translation app if needed. They're friendly and it's worth checking. This could, yeah, that's right. You can have an app that just translates in real time these days. This could honestly become one of your favorite things to do on the island, taking yourself to a tiny 8-seat cinema in Seogwipo, watching a short film you didn't expect, and walking out with a completely new feeling. Short Rong Cinema is located at 97 Sohodong Road, first floor, Seogwipo. They're open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and closed on Wednesdays and Sundays. And for screenings, they ask you to use Naver reservation. Follow the link on their Instagram and profile, and also follow them on Instagram and danpyeon.do. That's DANPYEON.do. You know what? We're also gonna put the link for the Naver reservation, all that stuff. We'll put that in the description as well. Okay. So Short Wrong Cinema, short films, strong feelings, excellent design, and one of Jeju's most charming little creative corners. That's very cool, and I love it. I love how the creator Kim was just like, there's just no space like this, so we're gonna do it. And that's kind of like how we made Gecko Radio. We're like, well, there's just not a space to talk about super like local Jeju news, and also showcase really cool artists. You know what I mean? Okay, we got a little time left. We're a couple minutes left, so we're gonna do the Jeju word of the day.
The Jeju word of the day. Yeah.
Okay, now this has to do with what we talked about with our question of the day, soda. This is gujegi. Gujegi is a word for soda or conch, more specifically, the spiky sea snail you often hear called bursoda in Korean, or horn conch. But here's the fun part. Depending on the village, the speaker, or generation, you're going to hear different versions. So a lot of Jeju folk, they might not even call it soda. They're going to call it gujegi. But some people say gujegi, some other people say gujengi, and then other people say gujengi. Wow. Okay, so there's gujegi, gujengi, or gujengi. Wow. You also hear godong, which is a more general word for sea snail or shellfish, but in Jeju conversation, it can also point to this familiar conch as well. That's kind of like an umbrella term. So there you go. If you are in the fish market and you're looking for soda, or you're hearing people talk about soda, or you even see a sign in Standard Korea is soda, but in Jeju language, I did not know this. This is gujegi, or gujengi, or gujengi. Wow, so cool. You learn something every day, even about something that I'm very familiar with. It's so cool. All right, so that does it for today's episode. We had to blow right through because I was yapping a lot there. Tomorrow is our artist spotlight. This is where we shine a light on amazing artists across Korea. They could be musicians, performers, painters, comedians, other creative talents, making the country's cultural scene more excited. A big thank you to all the musicians who are with us today, who encouraged us, and also the local business as well. This show is produced by me, Marcos and Che, and also with JY Choi, she's a producer as well, other than writer. And thank you for listening. This has been Gecko Radio. We'll see you tomorrow, 7 a.m., rain or shine, all through the summer. And let's play out, let's finish off with Ashmute, Saudade, and have a lovely day. See you tomorrow, 7 a.m.
Keep talking now, 내 속삭여줘. 속삭여줘 매일같이 I wanna forget about it Keep talking now 귓가에 번져 의미 없이 달콤한 너의 한마디